Hello, hello. Give me just a minute while I make sure that everything is live. All right. Let me pull this up on my phone, make sure that it is live. Maybe not. Let's see. There we go. All right. Perfect. So it is Monday, and I'm set to share a little bit of motivation for your day, where I'm going to do the affirmation and journal prompt. And remember, I'm going to be putting, I should have done it already, but I have not. I am going to be putting a post about the schedule for going forward, because like I had said before, instead of doing a daily affirmation and journal prompt that is scheduled, I am doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm going to let you know what those times are. And then the other days I may be popping in and doing that. So make sure that you click the link that says, have you set notifications to alert you when I go live? Make sure that you get those alerts. And then one of our amazing group members reached out and asked if some of you guys might want to step in and do the affirmation and the journal prompts on the days that I'm not doing it or that I'm not scheduled. And so I'm going to put something up and see how many people might be interested in doing that. And then we can definitely get that going. I did it one time before, quite a long time ago. And the funny thing was, she was coming in, it was Terry, and she was coming in on Tuesday or something, or Wednesday. I don't remember, but it was such a habit for me that I was doing it and she was doing it. And I had a schedule that I was adhering to. So if she wasn't going live at the time I thought we had set up, then I would pop in and do it. And then I was stepping on her toes, and I felt really bad about it. But it was like I had this compulsion of, I wanted to make sure that you got it at the time that I'd said. And so she was doing it with her group and decided to stop doing it with us. And so I just haven't had anybody doing it since then. So I definitely will be putting something up in the group to see who is interested in doing that. And we'll get you there every day, having an affirmation and journal prompt. My thing was, I'm okay with doing it every day. I just don't want to be tied to a specific time, so that I can, when I have a little bit of time, I can pop on the computer and do it and share, because I love doing it. It was just the time was so specific that some days it was like it took me away from the things that I needed to do, either for myself or for my clients. And sometimes I was rushing so much to get from one thing to the other. So this was the solution for me. And sometimes, there wasn't a lot of people that showed up or even showed interest. And so sometimes I thought, well, are people really getting the benefit from doing this that I had hoped for? And so it looks like that from the feedback I've been getting since I've been talking about changing it, that people are. So I am here for you guys, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm just tweaking how I'm doing things. So let me go ahead and share the affirmation for today. And I dropped a video earlier that I shared, that I created on, and it's about sleep. It's a little hypnosis thing. And so I'm in the process of creating several different ones, little free mini hypnosis sessions. So you can have a taste, a little bit of hypnosis, and it's not much different from visualizations either. So hi, Wendy. Hi, great to have you here. So let me share the affirmation. And if you have any issue with sleep and you want to actually dive into some sleep hypnosis, definitely you're going to want to grab that link and enjoy it. I think I got the link set up right, but anyway, I'll go back and look later. All right. So our today's affirmation is, we're about to start April, right? I can't believe it. I really can't. It's going so fast, but this new month is filled with fresh energy and limitless possibilities. So I started to do this tomorrow and I thought, well, this is like getting into the new month because we're diving into it already. So I am open, aware, and ready to receive. So the possibilities, like we talk about, are always there, always there. But a lot of times we are so busy and we are so focused on something that is taking us away from even seeing the possibilities. So that this is just a reminder to be open as we're going into this new month, to just breathe into it and be mindful of what is your focus. Are you so focused on one thing that you're not noticing the little synchronicities that may fall around you? And so just being open, aware, and ready to receive. Beautiful, right? So you could even say, and I probably should have changed this, that I am filled with fresh energy and limitless possibilities in this new month, or just in life, right? So tweak it however you want to tweak it, because I was working really fast before I got on here. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kim. Good to see you here. So utilize it however it feels good to you. But I just wanted it to be a reminder that we are diving into a whole new month. And the time to start focusing and being open and aware to new limitless possibilities is now. And so we're going into the new month with such amazing opportunities to reach out to other people, to be aware and just internalize the amazing things that are happening all the time. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. So now I'm going to go ahead and share the journal prompt. Now I wish I had written that completely different. But like I said, I was rushing because today at 1:00 is our, Christine and I hustle. We have the hustle and flow. We hosted, I guess, the hustle and flow, where you work for 20 minutes and then you come back and converse about what's going on, and then you work for another 20 minutes. And so we were doing that. And as soon as we got off, then it was like I had to grab the affirmation, the journal prompt, get all this stuff going. And so it'll be easier going forward because I'm going to switch the time. I haven't decided if it's either going to be 2:30 or 3, because our hustle and flow is from 1 to 2. And I want to have the opportunity to have a few extra minutes to go ahead and get this set up, because I used to, in the very beginning, I would batch create, and I would create a one for the whole week. I would do it, and then I would have it in there. But now I really feel like whatever's happening for me is important to share. So I just create it right before I get on here, typically. And one of the things that was coming up for me today was feeling like, oh my gosh, spring has sprung. Yes, really, we got storms today, so it's really sprung. And as we're going into these new months, and it's like, I keep breathing in this amazing feeling of connection with people, connection with ideas that I have. And I'm just overjoyed with the energy of the fresh month coming up. And I feel it now. I feel it tremendously right now, this energy, this focus. And I wanted to share that with you guys. And so that's why this new month is filled with fresh energy and limitless possibilities, because I could feel this energy, and almost like I felt like this tingling in my fingers and everything, because the energy was just exciting, right? And part of it's because I'm really staying open, aware, and ready to receive. And every time something pops up that I think would benefit me, benefit my clients, it's like, let me pay attention, right? So definitely I'm excited to share with you every affirmation and journal prompts coming from my heart. So let me get the journal prompt for you guys. All right, the journal prompt is, what new ideas, opportunities, or experiences feel exciting to welcome in this month? What signs or synchronicities can I look for as they begin to appear? Ooh, I see we got some people here and some people watching. So any thoughts on that? Do you have some ideas that are coming up? This is a great prompt, new start. Yes, yes. So any thoughts on this? Are there some kind of new idea, opportunities, or experiences that are coming for you? Now, like I said, I just shared that hypnosis recording, and I'm used to doing hypnosis regular recordings, right? I am used to doing hypnosis with clients, but to create these little mini videos and be staring straight at the camera, and um, it's a little bit outside of my comfort zone. And so the one I just shared earlier, it's not so good, but I thought, just imperfect action, right? Just put it out there. Let's just see what happens. And then, and so I've already created a second one, and it's about weight release. And so I'm tweaking it and doing all the stuff for it. I have so many interviews that will be coming for my new podcast. Oh, yes, Kim. Great. That's beautiful. So when you're thinking of that, what are the synchronicities that you can look for as they begin to appear? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? And one of the things that was like a synchronicity to me, as I was telling Christine earlier in the Hustle and Flow, that I put this video on TikTok, and I don't hardly ever do TikTok anymore. I don't know why. But anyway, I put this video on TikTok, but I did it on my desktop instead of my app on my phone. And when I did, I was able to look back at some of my old videos, and then I realized that there were some that got a lot of views. And it's like, I had no idea because I had never looked at that. So it was really a synchronicity to say, whether you think it's good or not, just put it out there, right? It's so hard to comment. Hold on. I get you. Well, I didn't see an emoji, but that's okay. And the warm weather hopefully ushers in positive energy of spring. Yes, yes. Well, here in Georgia, the everything is blooming. It's very warm. It's humid now because we're having the storms, that you kind of get this time of year. But I'm really grateful that we're getting some of this rain because the pollen is so thick. We have had record-breaking pollen counts in our history. Never had pollen count that high since they've even started counting it. And I walked outside to lower my umbrella on the patio yesterday, and I was barefoot. And I didn't think anything of it. And then later my daughter said, "You must have been outside playing with the umbrella or something." I said, "Why do you say that?" She said, "Because I see your footprints in the pollen." And so I didn't even think about that, right? I believe that those I will be interviewing from Modern Prairie, we are all heart-minded. Horrible pollen in Florida too. Yeah, I imagine so. But I love all the blooming trees, the blooming flowers, and I've been seeing bees. And I will say, yesterday I got my first mosquito bite on my neck when I was out walking the dog. So it is. I just feel like, and you may hear it in my voice, I just have all this excitement right now for all the amazing things that are showing up in my world and hopefully showing up in yours as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the affirmation. And like I said, I wish I had written this differently, but I didn't. So you tweak it however feels good to you. So in this new month, I am filled with fresh energy and limitless possibilities. I am open, aware, and ready to receive. Make sure you put that on your index card, the screensaver on your phone, your sticky notes. Put it somewhere that you are reminded of this today, right? I get them daily in my garden, planted so many herbs for my apothecary infusions. Ooh, I would like to hear more about your apothecary infusions, I will say. I don't do that, but it's something that I've had on my bucket list kind of thing. But it's like right now, I don't know where I would find the time. But, when something's important, you do find the time, right? So I would love to hear more about that. So make sure you put this somewhere that you see it today and see it into tomorrow, because tomorrow is actually the first. You're going to wanna, right? All right. So then our journal prompt. And what I always say, and it bears repeating, is to make sure you get out your notebook, your journal. A lot of people have like a special journal or a special notebook just for these affirmations and journal prompts that we do in here. And actually, I am trying to figure out right now, or I am in the process of figuring out how to create a journal or a book of some kind, because I have saved the affirmation and journal prompts for quite a long time. I have a long list that I want to be able to hand out to you guys and to other people that might be looking for some inspiration. So anyway, get out your notebook, your journal, put the date, the affirmation, and the journal prompt. And then what happens is you're filling out the book, and you put the date, because we want to be able to come back and see, like, when you're writing down what all these experiences and these opportunities are that you want to welcome this month and the synchronicities to look for. You're going to be shocked when you do all of that and you come back in a month, 3 months, 6 months, and you see how much of that has happened, how much of that is even an ebook. Yeah, that's true, Wendy. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But just think about when you come back and you look and you see that all the things that you wrote down came true. That's going to give you a great satisfaction to realize that everything you're doing is making a difference, right? Yeah, that's true. Some of you didn't start at the beginning. Yeah. So there's lots in there. So I won't be able to do I had like a little deck of cards from the Health Coaching Institute that I went to for my health coaching, life coaching, transformation, all the stuff, right? And each card had a affirmation on one side and a journal prompt on the other. And so in the beginning, it was started just so I could utilize those cards. And then everybody loved it so much I continued. So I can't share theirs because it's copywritten. So I'll only share from that point on. Yes, fun to see where it all began. Yeah. And so after you've written down the date, the affirmation, and the journal prompt, you're going to set your timer and you're going to just sit in silence for 10 to 15 minutes. And when I say sit in silence, it doesn't mean like you're and you don't think anything, right? It's not a blank slate. It just means that you're not putting in words. You're not listening to a podcast. You're not listening to some kind of visualization or anything like that. You're just tapping into the now, right? This spot right here, right now. And so as you set that timer, your first idea is that you're going to sit there silent, but your mind's going to wander. And then when it does, you just bring it back to your breath. And then you don't have to be saying the affirmation in the journal prompt over and over and over again. No, you don't have to do that. Your subconscious mind already knows because you said it out loud. And if I didn't say that, say it out loud before you set your timer. And then when the timer goes off, you're going to have such an amazing connection with your thoughts, with your inner guidance, your God voice, because there is scientific evidence that there is a connection between your brain and your hand as you do the silence. So for one thing, like when people take notes in like in school, when you take notes where you're writing it out, your retention of what you've written is greater than if you were to type it out. And so there's a connection there, but there's also a connection so that there's this wiring thing that if you've tapped into the silence, that your subconscious mind connects to your heart and connects to your gut, that inner guidance, and then it flows out your hands so that things that you would not even consider or think of without doing that process, they show up. Yes, it is recorded. It'll be here for you to come back and look at. Beautiful. Thank you, Kim. And I hope your mom's good. So once you timer goes off and you start writing out, don't judge or critique anything. Just allow whatever comes into your mind, just write it down. You know how you've done those things where first word that comes to your mind when I say, right? So that's what you're kind of utilize. That is that as soon as you pick up your pencil or your pen, what's the words, what's the thought that pops in your mind? Even if it feels totally unrelated, you write it down and you just keep writing down as much as you can. And when you feel like you've exhausted all the thoughts, then that's when you look at it and see what are the synchronicities that you can look for to see that those things are coming to fruition. I want to use this month to make positive changes that will make my life better so I can help others and connect to others more and feel more connected. Yes, that sounds great, Wendy. You can do that. You can do that. All you have to do is decide. So just rephrase it a little bit. Say, I am using this month instead of I want to. Because sometimes the I want to always feels like it's something out there you still want to do, but you've already decided that that's happening. So claim it. Claim it. Okay. All right. I decide this month, however you want to rephrase it, but just make sure that you're using the powerful words, and that helps to change it to a more powerful statement. Hopefully that's helpful. I'm not trying to get on to you, but I want to be helpful. All right. So I can't believe I feel so excited about this actual journal prompt, but I do. So I will be doing this in just a little bit. And, I want to remind you guys that I have been so privileged to be here with you every single day for such a long time. And I'm changing things not because I don't love you and that I don't like being here, because I definitely do. I enjoy the heck out of it. I'm just changing it to make sure that I am making it even better. Revised. Oh, yes, Wendy. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. So you guys have an amazing day, and tomorrow starts the 1st. So I'm not scheduled for a live tomorrow. I will be live sometime during the day. I just don't know when. It's when the time pops up that I can. So it's not a scheduled time. So make sure that if you haven't already, that you make sure that you've set it to where you get notified when I go live, so that whatever time that is, you'll get the notification. And if you are available, you can pop on. Because maybe I feel like sometimes maybe it's because I'm doing the same time all the time. Maybe there's people that need a different time and I might be able to pop in on that time for them, right? So this is all an exploration to see how things are and how they work and what feels good in the moment. Because we're doing this because we want to connect and inspire and help each other. And I did put a post in the group that asked what you might be needing help with right now. And thank you for messaging me, Wendy, with something for you. And so anybody that sees that, if I didn't connect with you in direct message, make sure you answer that. And I will see you sometime tomorrow. Not sure what time, but you have an amazing day today, getting open for this new upcoming month, because it's going to be amazingly brilliant. I can't wait to see what all the opportunities are that transpire for each and every one of us. All right. Love you guys.